Hello, viewers of the Vanguarding kind. I am Chronos Kaiser, and I'll be coming with another deck profile video. Yes? This time I will actually be doing the deck profile of my, Nouvelle deck that I used against Chronos Blaze in our most recent video. So, yeah. Let's get right down to it. Starting off, we have our starter, Lizard Soldier Conroe. I don't know why I picked Conroe as a starter. I believed it was the most generic choice at the time. I think I actually... Oh, wait, now I remember. Because Conroe searches for a grade 1. If you get Nouvelle Roman Dragon on your second turn, and you have Nouvelle Vague, but not a grade 3, since Nouvelle Vague is, in fact, a grade 4 unit. So yeah, if you can shuffle that, grade 4 back in and get a grade 3. So let's before we get to that, I run 8 criticals, 4 Embodiment of Spear Tahr, 4 Blu-ray Dracokids, 4 Dragon Monk, run 4 heals, 4 Dragon Monk Genjo, and 4 draws Dragon Dancer Monica. I run, as for grade 1s, I had to implement a new ratio for this. I use in total, that's 11 grade 1s. I used 2 Flame of Hope Aermo, 3 Embodiment of Armor Bahrs, 3 Wyvern Guard Berries, and the new Nouvelle Roman Dragon. Its skill is, choose a card named Transcendance Dragonic Nouvelle Vague from your hand and reveal it to your opponent, and put it on top of your deck. When this card is placed on the Vanguard or Rearguard circle, if you have a Kagero Vanguard, you may pay the cost. If you do, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 or greater. Oh, let me just close that in the background. You may choose 1 grade 3 or greater Kagero, reveal it to your opponent, put it into your hand, and shuffle your deck. Basically, you end up turning Nouvelle Vague into a Gancelot. And it's quite a useful effect. It saved me a couple of times. I had to... It's good for shuffling Nouvelle Vague back in, so you can search for your grade 3. Alright, now we get on to the grade 2s. I run 10 of these. 3 Crossshot Garp, which is a vanilla. 4 Dragon Knight Nehalem, another vanilla. And 3 Burning Horn Dragon, because I actually use Dragonic Overlord The END. I have 2 main strategies. I can use constantly use Nouvelle Vague to search out my Overlord The Ends. Or, I can actually go into Nouvelle Vague and completely smash my opponent. Going into Nouvelle Vague actually brings out more promising results, and you'll see why. Now we have Dauntless Drive Dragon. If you're not sure what this, if anyone who's unfamiliar with the Kagero Break Ride unit, or with that episode, limit break 4. When a Kagero rides this unit, choose one of your Vanguards. That unit gets power plus 10,000 and gets auto Vanguard. Choose 3 cards from your hand and discard them. At the beginning of the close-up of the battle that this unit attacks, you may pay the cost. If you do, stand this unit. This ability can only be used once per turn. Basically, what Dauntless Drive does is basically when you ride a Kagero on it, whether it succeeds or not, discard 3, stand the unit. This would normally be used in conjunction with Dragonic Overlord The END, because of its other standing ability, should you have more Overlord The Ends. I used Dragonic Overlord The END as well. And the grade 4 unit, the new Transcendance Dragonic Nouvelle Vague. This is a manga card that belonged to Kai in the manga. It was the grade 4 unit of the manga. And I'm not sure what happened, but I think he used it against Aichi. But in any case, its skill is... He's been given his skill as a limit break. This ability is active if you have 4 or more damage. Counterblast 3, Soul Blast 3. Choose a card named Transcendance Dragonic Nouvelle Vague from your hand and discard it. Retire all your opponent's rearguards. Basically, what this does is you Counterblast 3, Soul Blast 3, and you Persona Blast, and your opponent loses all his rearguards. That's it. No, goodbye rearguards. He also has 2 very devastating effects. During your turn, the effects of your opponent's triggers are negated. I don't know what to say about this. Basically, your opponent cannot hope on a heal trigger or a trigger to boost his power. If he gets a trigger, there's no power boost, and the effect of the trigger is negated. If he gets a heal trigger during the 6th damage, that person will not heal, that person will lose the game. Your opponent completely loses all hope with Nouvelle Vague. Also, during a battle that this unit attacks a Vanguard, your opponent cannot normal call grade 0 units to the Guardian Circle from his or her hand. Humongous Silent Tom, as mentioned before in a battle video. Also, I'd expect it to be like Exculpate the Blaster, but no. If it's called to the rear guard circle, it merely loses 1,000 power. Now, I expect that this unit will be banned very, very soon, because it is extremely broken. We've actually considered what Matt has done, which we may see in a later video. He will use his Nouvelle Vague build, but instead he will stick to his normal ratio. But instead of running 8 grade 3s and for Nouvelle, he will simply use a regular ratio. But instead of running 8 grade 3s, he will run 4 Dauntless and 4 Nouvelle Vague. So that's a preview to the next Nouvelle deck you'll see. He merely wanted to test it out just to see how broken it could be. I want to draw your attention to this card over here. During your opponent's main phase, when an opponent's rear guard is put into the drop zone, this unit gets power plus 5,000 until the end of the turn. I'm pretty sure you can make the link there. Anyway, that clears up my Nouvelle Dragon deck profile. And this is this is Chronos Kaiser signing off.